Hey everybody, Paul Abernathy here. Thanks for joining me here on a special event live stream. We are excited about the launch. We've been waiting for a while. Y'all have heard that it's been coming and coming and coming, but it's finally here, and we'll take a sneak peek at it. So welcome everybody. My name is Paul Abernathy, if you're not familiar with who I am. If you're one of our students in our Fast Trax programs, thanks for joining me. Some of you are excited about the 2023 edition coming out. Many people are going to use this system to learn the changes to the NEC while they're learning the NEC. So there are some states that are going to be shifting to the 2023 edition of the National Electrical Code. Texas is going to be doing it in September. Massachusetts are probably doing it. If they haven't already, they're doing it soon. So there's a couple others that are doing that. And one of the significant things about the 2023 is if you're within a year out from your exam, a lot of the states that are on the 2020 are in the process of going through what it takes to get to the 2023. Now, I can't help you with that. I can't tell you what your state is on with any exacting detail because you need to check with your state. But if you're in the midst of wanting to study the NEC and you want to get better at the code, or if you're trying to take an exam within the year, then, if it's going to go to the 2023 edition, this is a perfect opportunity to get into our 2023 edition. But we do have the Fast Trax is available in the 2017, 2020, and of course now the 2023. So we're excited about that. All right. So without further ado, let's go on. I want to keep you along tonight in this special announcement of the release of the 2023. Actually released today, not going out until the end of this week. For those that pre-ordered, you might get it a little early, but probably not going to be till the end of the week. Everybody else, it'll start going out the following week if you purchase the pre-orders. So a couple things that are different in the 2023 edition of the Fast Trax is it changed some of the ways based on what customers have asked for when it comes to how to do the end of unit competency reviews. They were all online, and sometimes they wouldn't work the way some students would want them to work. I would say generally they were up 95% of the time, but people kind of, if they were deep into their study. So what we've done now is we created a way for you to actually download it, fill in the blanks. It's an editable PDF, and then you simply go into that unit and you upload it, and we'll grade it that way. That way you can download it, take your time. You don't have to worry about the online and confusion. You can take your time. So that's one of the changes, and we'll look at that in this one. Now, we still have the exam prep programs. We have two timed, a little different now on the time. We have one that's 4 hours and one that's 3 hours. And then the other ones aren't timed. What else? Other than that, it's going to look very similar. We don't recreate the wheel here because it's a very successful program. But it is one of those things where we want to make little tweaks here and there, and we will constantly be adding little tweaks as we go to the program. Okay, so that's just kind of the nature of the beast when it comes to releasing something and getting it out there. So let's go on and take a look at it, and that you can kind of see what it's going to look like from the perspective of a student. So this is a sample student account here that we're going to bring up. All right, so what we've got here is the program, as you can see on the screen, and I'm going to try to see if I can't make it full screen. Let me see if I can get rid of this background here real quick so you don't have this background to worry about. Kind of distracting, if you will. Let's see here. I don't know that I can make it any bigger. That's about what it's going to be. Okay, so this is what the program kind of looks like. Obviously, you log into your console. You have all your information here on the left. This is where you find all your courses, find everything in here, which courses you have. For example, you see I have a bunch of courses in here already for this sample student. And a couple new things that we introduced. Obviously, we still have the video you have to watch first right here at the top. You just click on that and you can watch the video. Okay, we have that. The Friday night sessions, that's the live sessions that we do. We just gave you a quick link to be able to get there live. So you want to join us on our live stream on Wednesday nights, then that's how you can get there. The Fast Track students, we will be adding a portal so that you can ask your questions through that portal and it'll actually come to us. But right now that's through paulabernathy.com, but we'll be adding that in there for you students very shortly so that you can submit your questions so that they can be featured on Wednesday nights, right? So there you go. That's that link there, and there's your Wednesday night links. Now, couple new things that we're going to give you here in the 2023 edition is simulators. So we're going to give you some simulators, and we're going to give you some bonus soft skills. Right? They're all included. Now, typically these were, courses would cost you extra, but these are all included in there. And so the simulator is going to be simulating. And again, we don't support the simulator because it takes really good bandwidth. And if it's kind of buggy, but it might be better for the 2023 edition. I actually haven't looked at it that much, but we're giving it to you rather than previously we cut it off and don't share it. So the 2023, you're going to get it. And also the soft skills, what it takes for you to be able to deal with customers. It's an extra module. It's a bonus. We throw it in there. We sell it separately, but we included it in this program so that you can have better soft skills, phone conversation skills, team unity skills, all those type of things that are just going to ultimately make you a much better, well-rounded electrician in the long run. That is what's been included in here as well. So all of that's in here. And let's see if I can't open this up a little bit. Yeah, there we go. That's what I wanted to do. Open it up a little bit for you so you can see it a little bit better. Okay. All right. So this is kind of what it looks like when you get into your course. And I'll turn off my icon over here so that you can not let that bug you, the logo. All right. So as you can see here, this is all sponsored through the Cengage server, but it is our program. Right? And let's see if I can't hide this thing. No, I'm going to bring that back. All right. So what you've got here is you see the simulations right here. And I'll scroll down so you can see everything here. You've got the simulations that are free. You've got the bonus soft skills to becoming a better electrician. And then, of course, you have all of our normal modules that you go through. Okay. And I'll kind of give you a sneak peek a little bit of what you got going on here. If your first time you ever get into our Fast Trax programs, you want to definitely go to this top folder right here and watch this video. It says watch first, because this is going to kind of show you the features of the program. Okay. So that's one of the key things you want to hit right away when you first get into your Fast Trax program. All right. So let's go on and dump this down. And we're going to start looking a little bit. So let's look at these simulators so you can kind of see what you got. So here's your simulators. You see code for electrical 1 and 2. I just click on it, kind of give you an idea what's going on here. These are based, again, on ICC. So it's probably going to be ICC codes rather than NEC codes. But you start your assessment here. Let's see how it works. And again, it's very dependent on your network speed, okay? Depending on what your speed is and all that type of stuff that you have, right? So for example, right here, this box right here, right? So you got all this stuff in here and you can do all kinds of little things in here and you got to play with it, right? Because it's a code reference. And let's see here, right? You go to the different ones. So that's this one. Let's see the receptacle. Right, and you can move around the room. So let's go to the main room right here, and you can jump around this spot right here, and it shows you measurements, all this type of stuff, room, everything. So you mess with it. Personally, I don't like it too much because I think it's fairly buggy to me, right? This whole concept of these little things in here, but they're there if you want to play with it. Just here's the key: don't ask us to support it because I don't support it. Right? It's just too buggy to me. But it's there if you want to learn, play with it, whatever. So that's in there. So that's I'm not going to turn it off, in other words. If you want to play with it and mess with it, you can. But remember, it's not supported because, again, I think it's extremely buggy the way it is. Okay. Now, there is guides in here that shows you how to do it. Okay. So you do have some simulation guides and videos and troubleshooting and all that stuff. But you do that at your own risk. I don't really get much into that. Now, when it comes to the soft skills stuff, become a better electrician, see, develop your communication skills, be a pro, life skills for professional success, customer-centered culture, telephone skills, so today's professional world, all that type of stuff. So you get all those modules. That's something new. We haven't had that before. We include it, but we're going to include it here in the 2023 edition of the Fast Trax program. Now, when you get down here, I'll jump down to the database first. So here's your database. You're going to see that you have, same as usual, you're going to have 20 practice exams down here as well. And I'll just kind of give you a sneak peek for those that aren't familiar with it. We'll just go into one of them real quick. And as you can see here, you can, not sure why this one started me on 8 or number 9, but it did. So I guess I've done some already. All right. So anyway, you've got your competency reviews here, and they're the same as always. You can go through them and you can do them over and over again. Okay. So you've got those to do. And then here's your finals. And what's different now is we got 3 finals, but we've also got exam 4, which is time. That's a 4-hour. And then we have a 3-hour. Now, the best way, again, to do these is to time the timer will keep rolling. We don't allow you to go back like the 3-wave method, because in these are timed quizzes or timed exams. We want you to keep moving forward. Okay, keep moving forward. It's all about your time. We don't recommend you use these 2 timed exams until your last 2 weeks of studying. That's when we recommend you do that. And we will be adding a 6th one in here in about a couple days. We're working on a 6th exam to put in here, and that will also be a timed one. And again, those are to wait until the last part of your study in order to do the timed ones. Okay, makes sense? Other than that, of course, is pretty much similar to the 2020 edition course. With one big change, and I'm going to show you this change. So let's say you're going to do boxes and enclosures. Now, if you look at the structure here in the 2023 edition, you've got some videos in here. Okay, these are not videos that we produced for the Fast Trax. These are just some videos that are included. You've got your reading materials, same as always. And then you have what's called the competency review that's in here, and it's right here. Now, here's where it's different. So in this competency review, I'll show you. The first thing that you're going to want to do now, this is what's going to be different for the 2023, is you're going to click right here and you're going to download it. And when you click to download it, right, and I don't know if you can see this screen. You can't, so I'm going to make sure I share it with you here. Let's share this screen. All right, so here's what you're going to see. Okay, so this is the PDF that you would download. Okay. And I'll see if I can zoom in on it a little bit for you. Here you go. It looks very familiar, like the ones we've had before, right? Well, the difference is you're printing this out and you're doing it on your computer or whatever you're using, and you're going to work it out. One, because people didn't like the online. Some did, some didn't. Some wanted to print it out, and then the uploading process was a bit bulky. So now it's pretty much streamlined. So you're still going to click in here, type in your reference here, type in your answer. Okay. And then the good news is in here, you get to type in, when available, your answers as well. So these should match these answers here. Okay. And so that's a new change to allow you to be able to do all this. And then you save it. Now, here's the difference. You need to save this as your last name. And that way, when you upload it, it's just your last name. Okay. It's a simple way to do this. So When you downloaded it, you fill everything out. You're going to download it and save the file as Unit 3 and your last name. Then when you go to upload it, all you're going to do, and I'll show you, what you do is you'll come back here and you'll simply choose a file right here. Choose the file and you will hunt for that file that you saved. Two good reasons for this is, and once you upload it, then you click submit for grading and we'll grade it. There's some benefits to this, and this is one, it allows you to have a copy that you can keep, so it's printable and fill outable. And then the other one allows you to upload it, so even beyond when you leave the course, you still have these exam questions or these practice questions that you can take with you. So that's what people wanted. They wanted to be able to download something that was editable rather than rely on the online to do it online. To me, it's 6 of one, a half dozen the other. It's harder for me to grade them this way, but it's fine. We're okay with it. This is what everybody wanted, so this is what we're gonna go with, at least for the 2023 edition in the program. Okay. Now, the beautiful thing about this is you can finish them at your leisure. Type it in, so it'll be legible rather than when people were downloading and writing stuff in. That was a problem. I couldn't tell what that was. But here, you fill it out, write it in, upload it, and we'll be able to read it, no problem. And we'll be able to grade it. And the grading review is the same as before. You just go to the little green circle at the bottom, and that's how you basically will get your grades. Okay. All right. Let's share this one. Okay. So that's what's new, right, with this. Okay. So, and you get some other things that you can click and help you with the navigating and things like that. But that's how it's going to work. And you notice if you forget how to do it, it'll tell you right here. Make sure the file is saved with your last name and the file name. That way we can make sure that we attribute it. It gives you an example here. So you download it, it'll have a name to it, and then you just add your name to the end of the PDF. Okay. So we'll see how that goes, but that is how we're going to do it moving forward, because people, again, wanted to be doing some of this stuff offline. They didn't want to be doing it always on the device. They wanted to be able to take it, download it, print it off, work on it on break or whatnot, and then save it, and then just come and upload it, that type of thing. Okay. Plus, the PDF editables pretty much work on every device. So once you download it, whether it's on your phone, you download it, you always have small screen real estate on your device. And that was another complaint that we saw, was that people said, I want to do some work on my mobile phone, and you can go to the web browser and put in and log into your account, or you can get our mobile app and you can log in. It just goes to a browser. But when you downloaded it, they wanted to have something they could print off and work on offline and then be able to upload it up, right? That type of thing. So that's just one way you can do it, okay? All right. All right, let's see here. Let's go back to any other significant changes. So that's what we've got there. And again, once you attach it, and just follow these instructions, once you attach it, you just submit it for grading. And you're going to go over here to this progress wheel, just like you always would. You would click on this, and over here is where you would see any of your progress in here, just like you would before, and your scores and all this kind of other stuff. Nothing's going to change when it comes to that. Okay. Now, as far as other features in here that people were asking about, we kept and retained. All the features were retained. Flashcards are retained. And all that type of thing. Nothing changed when it came to that. Also, when it came to the forms, I'll just show you. So if you go into the reading material, there's your competency review, there's your quiz that you want to do before you leave. You've got the Unit 8 reading, just like always. Okay, same kind of concept, same flow, same. Make the letters bigger or larger. You can have it read it to you if you want, those type of things. Just some subtle changes in here, like how to gather the information, a little easier to follow. Here's your forms right here that you can right click and save as an image, right? Or you can print. If you click print right here, it'll give you a page just like this, and all you got to do is click the print. As long as it's connected to your computer, then you can print it. Pretty simple. And this is a nice little forms to be able to use to fill out to work out. And I always recommend that you always use these forms when you're working in our course. You're not going to be able to use them on an exam, obviously, but what this does is this teaches you the different steps, as well as the code references are in here as well. So it kind of gives you that additional reminder. Okay. So that's all available. Again, you can bookmark any page just like you've done before. Nothing changes with that. Same great illustrations. Some have been updated, but it walks you through the form. But this walks you through an example of a dwelling. Okay. And takes you step by step through it. Now, as I tell students all the time, at any point you have any question, this is the perfect time when I say bring questions to our Wednesday night live session where you submit them at least 24 hours in advance. You can left click over anything if you don't understand it, right? And you can do it and highlight it. Like I'll just highlight this in yellow. And then over here in your study hub, for example, you go down to highlights and here's what we just highlighted. It'll be that right there. You could go over it, right click, copy it, and you could paste this in an email. You could go over to paulabernathy.com. You could paste it as a question. If there's something you don't understand, you can print your notes, all those type of things, and you can delete your highlight from here as well. So many different ways to work it. Again, unlimited flashcards. You can make any number of flashcards you want. Okay, that's totally up to you. I recommend you making a flashcard for every significant article. If actually do all the articles, any tables that are important, especially in 250 and things like that, create those tables. Also, a reminder to all the students that do follow along in our programs, remember that anytime you see these chevrons on the screen, these like this right here, what you're going to do is you're going to actually stop and go to your code book. Why? Because if you're using this for code change learning as well, many of these are going to be different than they were in the 2020 edition. So again, and it's part of our normal process of studying. We always want to go, anytime we see these little chevrons, we want to make sure that we stop and go to our code book and validate everything. Okay. And here again, walks you through step by step and what to do in order to fill out those forms that you should print out. Okay. Anyway, so that's kind of an overview. You can print any page you want. You can print all the pages if you want, that type of thing. So pretty straightforward, not a massive amount of changes, except for, as I said, code references have changed. Chapter 2, Article 220 has changed, different references, and the course is changed to reflect the new structure of the article. And of course, the exam practice questions are new questions. They're probably still using some from the database, but we're going to be adding new questions as well in there. So again, if you're an active Fast Track student in the 2023, we'll be adding. 2020 is sunset, means we're not adding any more exams to that. Same with the 2017, but 2023 will get some updates to it as we move forward with that. Okay. All right, folks, that's pretty much it. I didn't, there wasn't wanted to just kind of be able to launch it and let you know that it's out there available for purchase. But before I go, I want to tell you how you get to it. So let me show you how you get to it. So the next thing that you would do is go to our website. And this is our website. And here you can see, and I can zoom in a little bit for you. Here you can see there's courses. There's some free courses. If you click on free course, I'll just click on it for you to show you. There are some free courses out here. There's the primer. And there's the boxes and enclosures, so make sure you take advantage of those. Perfectly okay. Here's our budget course, and this is only available in the 2020 right now. It's not supported the same way as the black is. You don't get the competency review. You don't get the I believe at this point, 1,300 questions. You don't get all that. You get 100 questions. but it is a half the price. But again, and then of course you have the 100-question module. Again, that's for $39.95. If you just want a good set of questions right before your exam, then that's available as well if you're interested in that. Now, as far as getting to the new courses, you simply could go under courses right here and go down to the Fast Trax Black or the Fast Trax Plus. And the only difference, folks, between the Black and the Plus is that the Plus means that you get 12 months of access also to our new video platform, which is right here. This is called Fast Trax Tube. And there's a lot of videos over here. Here's one that talks about 15 to 20 amp receptacles on a 20 amp circuit. So here's one, bending, how to bend the conduit. We've got the Changes series from Ryan Jackson over here. If you're interested in that, goes through some of the significant changes of the 2023. But you can also go up here on these series and click exclusive series, and you can see all of the series in here. Okay, there's our swimming pool series. It's I think it's 7 or 8 parts. 8 parts for this one. There's my series on calculations, the standard method. Here's the optional method for dwellings, and a bunch of other stuff. Even some of the Wednesday nights previously Zoomed sessions will be here. So all of this. Now, this is a subscription. You simply go to the site, fasttraxtube.com, click on membership plans, and you have to choose the $125 annual one. You can choose with credit card or PayPal, totally up to you. And a coupon code 250FF, all caps, 250FF will get you $25 off. Okay, if you're interested in that type of thing. Okay. All right. That's it, folks. Hope you got something out of this lesson tonight. Kind of an introduction. The 2023 edition of the Fast Trax program is out. It's alive. You can go get it from our website. Like I said, the easiest way to get to it, maneuver it, is go to the website here. If you're on the main page, then you just go down here to the Black or the Plus. Black is your basic, Plus gives you that 12 months of Fast Trax Tube, but all you do is click on it. And if you're on the mobile version, you just click on the one that says Test, and it'll take you where you need to be. But here, you'll see that right here, here's the 2023. You click on it. And once you click on it, let's see if I can find it here. Here, when you click on it, this is what it'll look like. And you just go down here, and you have choices. You can buy with GPay, Google Pay, or you can add it to your cart and then proceed to check out and pay with the credit card. Or you can pay with PayPal right here or Venmo. Either way. So if I were to add it to the cart, I just click add it to the cart. And then what you're going to see is that it takes you right to your shopping cart. And if you have a coupon code, now and then we run them. Don't have any active right now. And then you come down here and you have a choice to proceed to checkout, which you can use your credit card, or you can do again, PalPay or Venmo, or buy with GPay. Now, the reason there's 2 buttons here is we have a backup in case one of the links doesn't work. Okay, it's just the way we do it to give you 2 options. If this one doesn't render anything, then you click this one. That's if you want to pay with GPay. Otherwise, most people will do right here. They'll proceed to checkout. And here's where it'll ask you if you have a coupon, if you're a returning customer. And then you can billing information and fill everything out. And then you get down here and you have a choice to pay with credit card here, PayPal again, or if that credit card doesn't work for you, for some whatever reason, sometimes some of the processors will come back and it doesn't work for you. Then you go down here and you click Stripe and you have another option. So there's many ways, all of them. It doesn't matter how you use it, how you do it. There's so many different ways that you could check out. So we just want to make sure we give you all the options, however you need to be able to check out. You can pay with GPay or Google Pay, Venmo, PayPal, or continue on and pay with credit card like normal, and perfectly okay as well. All right. All right, folks, I appreciate all of you for joining me for this special event. And check out the Fast Trax systems over on our website and tell us what you think. We have a contact us button there as well. And don't forget to check out Fast Trax Tube. You might be interested in subscribing to that. It's a lot more videos there and a lot more educators than just me. So feel free to check it out. All right, folks, it was a quick one tonight, just a special announcement. We are finally releasing the 2023 Fast Trax Plus and Black. So go check it out now on our website. Till then, take care.